Hey, what's good, y'all? It's C. Will, and this is the Passive Income Network. On this podcast, we talk about creating assets that produce passive income. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment and say what's good. On this episode, we have a special podcast feature with Zachary Martinez of TruYou. TruYou is your portal for love in the metaverse. What's good, Zachary?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Excellent. Yeah, man. So thanks for hopping on the channel. Let's just start off with introducing who you are and I guess kind of where you're located at in this big world.
Yeah. I'm Zachary Martinez, the CEO of True Labs, which is the company underpinning TruYou. Okay. Hail from Arizona, United States, nice. Trying to spur the movement of development in this industry in the US. I know it's been pretty hazy, but let's see if we can clarify that a little bit.
For sure. Okay. And then what's TruYou? Let's break it down.
Yeah. So TruYou aims to be the world's first incentivized interaction platform.
Okay.
So one way of looking at it is online dating that's incentivized because you can use the platform for online dating. Another is that it provides a tokenized incentive for all interactions on the platform. So really you're not penalized for not interacting with other people, but you do get a benefit for interacting with other users.
Okay. So it's like a social media platform that has a dating aspect. That's what we're getting at?
More so a dating platform that has a social media aspect.
Okay, for sure. Okay. Nice. All right. I've seen some features on there, but before we dive in too much into all the features and the platforms, I was checking out your website. Can we talk about the team and more of the people behind this project and then why it was decided on that it needed to be created?
Of course. So the team, I was obviously the founder, so I created the initial concept for TruYou. All of the underlying tokenized mechanisms and blockchain integrations came from me.
Okay.
The marketing aspect of our team is Nicholas Oliver. He's our chief marketing officer. He's incredibly good at his job. Let's see, our operations side is Moreno Tremolata. He hails from Italy. He's incredibly kind guy, but he's just always super busy. Mm-hmm. We have community engagement, which is Claire Schmaltz. Again, she's incredibly good at her job. She's been working at Valley, Arizona for years and years, and she's carried their education department into the multi-million-dollar raises.
Let's go.
Let's see, and we have our lead developer, which we don't have listed on our website currently. His name's Matt. He's, again, also incredibly good at his job. We've been working with him for at least the last 5 months or so. And then on top of that, our secondary dev team for our smart contracts is through a company where the lead's name is Mass. And I've actually recommended him to quite a few people in the area.
So you're a developer, or is that part of your background?
So by profession, I'm actually a nurse. I have 2 degrees, a degree in biology, a bachelor's in biology and a bachelor's in nursing. I have taken it upon myself to teach myself developing on top of that. So Python, JavaScript, Dart. And then on top of that, graphic design.
I respect that.
Yeah, pretty much just a jack of all trades. Love to build, love to make.
That's dope. I like to have my hands in multiple things as well. So I definitely get it. It does make great work. It helps. I feel like people that multitask like that, different skill sets can execute well as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So that plays a good role. That's dope to hear. Okay. So hopping in back on the platform, why was this idea? Like, why did you decide to create this platform?
Sure. So a lot of the industry really right now is focused on like DeFi, which is not surprising. I mean, DeFi is incredibly exciting. It's decentralized finance. You don't have to have an intermediary. But my whole approach to the situation was we can have DeFi, but that's looking at one aspect of of the entire, sphere. You have every single aspect of human life can technically be incentivized now, since you can create money. You can make a value attributed to a token. And so if you can create an ecosystem that's actually utilized by people, then, I mean, you're looking at the potential of quite a very strong value associated token based ecosystem.
Makes sense. Yeah. Because it is like generally more matters like, what can I do with this token? Who accepts it? Who uses it? Do we value it? And then if the value goes up, we know what happens after that, regardless. So I do love this new tokenized world that we're in, that these opportunities, are possible. So talking about this platform, right? It says catfishing, tokenized matchmaking, incentivized staking. These are some of those features. Can we break down how this platform works and like what would one be doing on there?
Sure. So the token that underlies the entirety of the platform is the trust token. It's our ASA. Ideally, end of the day, in order to reach the largest audience possible, our goal is to Coinbaseify it, really just kind of simplify the process into a single button click and it does it for you without you even having to understand that you're interacting with a crypto platform.
Yep.
Because crypto is incredibly confusing, and I deal with this on a daily basis with my fellow coworkers, just trying to explain the basic concepts of crypto. So to kind of simplify it, there's that kind of process that we're working in. Incentivized matchmaking. So there's a tokenized process that we've put in place. You have to use our token, the trust token, in order to swipe left or right on a user. So every single time you swipe right, you spend a whole trust token. So you're saying, yes, I put my trust in that person, so I'm spending a trust token. Every time you swipe left, you're saying, I really don't want to build my trust with that person. So you're burning, however much of a trust token is left over after your tier-based discount. And the tier-based discount kind of comes in in the staking part of the platform, where you can stake quantities of trust token, like 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, or 50,000, I think is our max for now. Mm-hmm. But you can stake trust within our platform in order to receive discounts on the swiping mechanism of our app. So you get a 100% discount if you have 50,000 trust swipe or trust stake. So that means that you can swipe for free, literally forever. You can swipe on every single user for free. You get a 75% discount with, it just continuously goes down the line. But
so I'll say that's smart, because what it does for y'all tokenomics, that lowers sale pressure because people are actually staking it, utilizing it. And I'll tell you right now, back in my dating days, right, you could be on Tinder and Bumble, right? That's what I'll compare this to. But you doing something different. You just swipe on there.
All day.
Yeah. So, but here it's like, okay, you're going to burn a token, you're going to have to spend a token. But if you have enough staked on the platform, meaning that you're really engaged in this platform, you can feel free to move how you want to move, but then that keeps the ecosystem going. This is a great idea because
thank you.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I think people would definitely be into it. A lot of so what's y'all target market too? What y'all got? Is it more for single people? Like what's yeah.
So ideally, we're not necessarily strictly targeting crypto audience. I know a lot of people tend to get kind of sidetracked with the idea that, like, hey, our Algorand doesn't have this massive crypto audience that's looking for people to date. And it's like, obviously, we're not looking to target Algorand.
You got to tap into regular people.
Yeah, 25 to 35 age market, high millennial populations, 20% or greater. Hit the ads in those areas, target the same markets as Tinder and Bumble.
Yep.
We post our benefits. I mean, our platform pays you because if you stake trust, you get a percentage every single day of trust tokens back. So, I mean, you can earn money just by using our platform. And secondarily, something that we're hoping to put in to place post-raise is the implementation of our matchmaker mechanism. And that's something that really uses those tokens that are used for swiping. We haven't really put a lot of information out there on this, but it's something we're incredibly excited to implement because it ties everything together. But basically, yes, the platform pays you to use it. And then post our secondary mechanism, you can also earn trust by using the platform in general, just to swipe and everything.
Yeah, I'll say this, the branding sounds nice. TruYou with the trust token. Great idea also there. catfishing. Let's dive into catfishing.
Yeah.
That's a real problem on these apps out here. And, you know, people will define that as faking identities and stuff, things of that nature. So I seen on you have something that could stop that. I know on Algorand, we have non-fungible domains now where you can verify and things of that nature. So can you break down what are y'all doing in terms of preventing catfishing?
Absolutely. So the largest thing that we've put in place currently is a partnership with Vendable to use their application to verify a user's identity, tie that identity to an Algorand address, and then we use that identity and Algorand address within our app. So that technically, since you're providing your identification, your driver's license or whatever else, you are proving that you are the identity. And so in effect, if every single user on the platform has that verification underlying their profile, then it is catfish proof because every identity is verified.
Nice. Okay. So then what do you explain to, so I'll say this, with people who are not native to Web3, I don't think that would be a problem to do a KYC, honestly, with no problem. So what would you say to like the Web3 people who was like, oh, that's not crypto, you know, and not blockchain to give my ID to use a platform? What do you say there?
Of course. What I would typically say to a user like that is user verification is not required on the platform. So you can verify your profile. So if you're interacting with somebody who has a verified profile, they're not going to catfish you because we verified their identity. But you don't have to verify your profile through an Algorand address. Although if you want to interact with any of the crypto implementations on our platform, you have to verify your identity because that's how we tie your address to your account.
Makes sense. Okay. So again, another scenario, I'm new to your platform. How do I set up if I don't have an Algorand wallet?
Yeah, that's actually one of the most things we're excited about is simplifying the whole sign-up process. And that's something my developers are actually working on right now, just to kind of fluff it up, make it really pretty. But ideally, we walk you through the process. During the profile creation process, you can create an Algorand wallet. Once you create that Algorand wallet, technically, since you created it on our platform, we have access to your mnemonic. With your mnemonic, we can technically store that encrypted on the local storage of your phone so that you can utilize the platform after creating an Algorand account. You also earn trust for creating a profile so that you can do your initial swipes if you want to, do whatever you want. So that everything's already set up for you. You have your profile, you have your Algorand address set up, you have your trust in it. All you got to do is pledge it and swipe.
Makes sense. Yes, that's dope. I'm excited for this. Okay, we're going to slowly start to close out here. A few things we got to touch. Roadmap. What's the timeline for this platform?
Yeah, we initially raised a very, very, very low amount of algo just to try to build out the MVP of our platform. So with that tiny amount of funds we've been building for the last 5 months, we are launching our MVP by the end of this month, ideally by the end of next week for like inner team testing and on Testaway.
Break down MVP.
Minimum viable product. So basically it's not an end stage app by any means. It's not like super clean and polished and it looks beautiful, but it's just basically a product that proves the minimum viability of our architecture.
Okay, makes sense.
So just really something for people to interact with, to say, okay, so you have been building something for the last 5 months. You are creating something. So yes, we're incredibly excited to build something, and that's what we're trying to adapt it to the environment.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing. Can you tell them where to find you and the social media and things of that nature?
Yeah, of course. I personally am ZTruBeing on Twitter. We also have TruYou Official for Twitter. You can find us on Telegram at TruYou Official.
TruYou.
You can find us on Discord at TruYou Official. Reddit,
right?
Yeah.
TRU.
We're on everything.
Huh?
We're on everything, including TikTok.
Yeah. No, what the spelling is TRU.
TRU, correct.
Excellent. Okay. And so some advice. I want to get some advice to the audience out here that's listening. So we got someone building startups. They're watching this channel. Can you give them some advice of what, kind of what you're doing to build your MVP in your last 5 months?
100%. The biggest piece of advice that I could possibly give somebody that's trying to pursue building on Algorand or really on any blockchain, just do it. Learning how to program isn't that hard. Getting a team together isn't that hard. If you have a project idea that's actually viable for the market, just do it. The worst you could do is fail and learn.
Mm-hmm. Respect. Excellent. Man, Zachary, it's been great talking with you. So let's definitely stay connected, get this this idea out there to people so that they can tap in with it, because I like it for sure. Yep. All right, for sure, man. Thank you once again to the audience. Video is always on YouTube first. Make sure to comment, like, and retweet and whatnot. Then the audio experience will be on Spotify and Apple a few weeks later. And again, thank you all for tapping in. See Will and Zachary. We gone. Algorand. See the crypto, a digital face. 2021 fiat replaced. Had to have it. Bank account by Algorand. Large amounts. Digital left the physical space. The community had to be great. A digital wallet. Large amounts. It's about fame. Big bank account.